Hello everyone, in another video from Europa Universalis 5. We are back to our tutorial series as Ottomans, and I'm still in that, let's say, walkthrough. Fortunately, I still cannot save the game, which means that I have to go from the very beginning till I reach the thing I left in the last episode. Usually I have to close the game because I do something else, then I have to reopen it and then repeat that process, which is quite annoying, honestly. That could be made a little bit better, more comfortable for average player. Either way, before we start, I'm gonna give you a quote like always. So today's quote is: I want to fight a champ. If you lose, you've lost to the champ and it's no disgrace. If you win, you are the new champ. George S. Patton. That being said, I'm closing that. Boom. Stopwatch, click, is running, and let's start. So we are supposed to select a mission, click, start expansion walkthrough. Huge. By the way, that series will be focused on the tutorial way of playing, which is a little bit different from just normal playthrough. That's why I also believe that I would like to experience the game in a purest form, let's say. So I guess I will start another campaign as a different nation, but I will play it like just in the normal way. So because that's a little bit different. We have those missions which normally can be disabled. Also, I could show you that main menu. And we have game rules. So here we have player difficulty, which is very easy. This is the easiest setting to play the game in. Human players will be given substantial bonuses. I'm not a huge fan of it, honestly. This setting will give a more relaxed and easier experience. Human players will be helped with bonuses. I will switch to easy though. It still doesn't grant any achievements, which suck. Well, it is what it is. AI difficulty is normal. Balanced experience, historical AI, this is enabled. The AI will always choose the historical options in dynamic historical events. Country change is prohibited, which is fine. Missions are enabled, which also enables achieving achievements, getting achievements, which sucks as well. Mission rewards, only mission end rewards, which is fine. And so you can see that achievements are not available, unfortunately. That's why I would prefer to play also in a normal way. But either way, let's continue that. So I will select expansion, start expansion walkthrough. Next up, we'll take a look at the expansion walkthrough. To start off, let us take a look at the military panel. I love that graphic. This is beautiful. Okay, open the military panel. The military panel is over there. In here, you will see an overview of your armies. In the event of a war, armies can be moved across the map to engage enemy armies and occupy enemy locations. Armies are composed of regiments of 3 different types. Levies are raised from your population through your estates and are generally weak but cheap to maintain. Regulars are professional soldiers that you need to pay and train and require manpower. Mercenaries can be hired with ducats to die for your country, so long as you keep paying. Well, that's obvious. At the start of the game, most countries will primarily rely on levies from their estates to wage their wars. But as time progresses and advances are made, there will be a shift to professional regiments which require manpower. Navies are the naval equivalent to armies and follow a similar pattern. Pattern? I think pattern. Okay, that's a typo. With naval levies and professional ships requiring sailors. Naval levies, that sounds funny. Alright, next, that's pretty straightforward. We should take a moment to talk about manpower, as we mentioned. Regular regiments require manpower to be recruited, but also to be reinforced if they ever suffer casualties. Manpower comes from military buildings that employ soldiers' pops. Early on, you can generate manpower by constructing a sergeantry building through the production panel, but you will gain access to more sources as you discover new advances. I think that's another typo, isn't it? That sounds weird, but your will? Okay. Sergeantry. What is it, by the way? A sergeantry is the building where sergeants live and train. Sergeants? Okay. Sergeants, derived from the Latin serviens, servants, are the armed retinue that monarchs, or retinue, that monarchs use in feudal systems, making them the core professional soldiers in their armies. Fair enough, that's something new. I've never heard about that. Alright, next. Casus Belli. Now that we have covered armies and navies, we should talk more generally about war and casus belli. A war starts when a country issues a declaration of war upon another one. A war can be declared for a legitimate reason, known as a casus belli, which will make the peace negotiations easier for you. Going to war without a casus belli is still very possible, but will have a bigger impact on your stability and the opinion of your neighbors. The best way to obtain a casus belli is requesting one from your parliament through the government panel. Creating spy networks in a foreign country will also allow you to fabricate a casus belli against them, if you have cores in their land or if you are rivals. When declaring a war, keep in mind that your armies, allies and subjects will likely enter their side. Well, good to know. War. Every war is won through the accumulation of war score, which can be gained by winning battles, managing to occupy enemy locations, and most importantly, by achieving the war goal. Every war is fought with a war goal which depends on the casus belli of the attacker. A war has two war leaders, both of which can have multiple war allies. Ultimately, a war will end once both sides agree to a peace treaty. While you can occupy enemy territories during the course of a war, they will not actually change hands until the war is over and the peace treaty has ratified the transfer of ownership. You can learn more about war, battles and occupation in the respective hints. Fair enough. So far everything is pretty straightforward, but we know that there's, well, many details hidden, so it's not as simple as it may seem. While at war, you will accumulate war exhaustion. If it gets high enough, your armies and levies will do worse in battle, and your population will start to decline. The best way to lower your war exhaustion is to be at peace. That said, there are certain laws and state privileges that will reduce war exhaustion over time. You can learn more about war exhaustion in the war exhaustion hint. There's a lot of hints, by the way. Controlling new territories. I've already seen that graphic. The new land you conquer will not be useful to you immediately. Remember, you need control for your locations to be of any use, and that might require significant investment in infrastructure to extend the reach of your proximity. Furthermore, conquered land will suffer heavy penalties until you integrate it with a cabinet action. For this reason, it is often wise to create a subject in newly conquered land to rule the land in your behalf. To learn more about integration, you can check the non-integrated provinces hint. Yeah, there's a lot of aspects already. Let's click forward. Okay, lastly, we should take a look at the geopolitics panel for some words on another feature that might become relevant later in future ages: exploration and colonization. Boom. What do we have here? Geopolitics. Eventually, and especially during the Age of Discovery, many countries will start their exploration efforts. From this panel, you can see an overview of your exploration opportunities as well as any suitable land for colonization, provided you have the means to reach it. You will gain colonial range if you research the appropriate advances. The other tabs of this panel also contain useful information about the land you rule. You can view the various provinces within your country as well as the diseases present in the world. If you own any coastal location, you will see a list of sea zones relevant to you, the maritime presence you have in them, and the dangers of pirates and privateers. What's the difference between pirates and privateers? Privateers are enterprising people who have responded to the call from a country to wreak havoc on the maritime presence of anyone potentially hostile. For those that encounter them, they are indistinguishable from pirates. Oh, so they are like mercenaries, but the navy mercenaries? Can we call it like that? Okay. What is it, by the way? Madeira Sea Area. Macaronesia. What the hell is that? Okay, so for now, let's skip that. Let's just continue. Lastly, Let us check out missions. Boom. Missions are packages of tasks that will give some guidance on what exactly it is you can do in Europa Universalis 5. This game is big. No, it's huge. It's not big, it's huge. There are many things to learn. That is part of the fun. You just completed the expansion playstyle intro. Oh, really? I've just read a lot. Which means you now have access to missions that will help you deep dive into how you can utilize all these panels and mechanics we just talked about. To help ease you into what comes next, we have a few missions prepared to get you started. Well, I will click on it. Start an expansion mission. Regional expansion. What is it? The borders that surround our domain are rife with foes, and those who seek to end our rule. We must take the initiative and commence offensive campaigns, lest we fall victim to the expansionist tendencies of neighboring vultures. Completion criteria. Our Bailick has expanded its territories. Okay, doesn't say by how much. On completion, while progressing towards completion of this task, our nation will be influenced by the following effects. Speed of integration plus 10%, which is huge. Or humiliate a rival. We will gain plus 20% spy network against every rival that we surpass in terms of overall strength. Okay, regional expansion, that's what I'm supposed to select. Proactive offensives are necessary to counteract the expansionist threats of hostile neighbors. Our Bailick has expanded its territory. Okay. Regional expansion mission tree. Oh, this is very small. But they actually exist. I can't believe that they will add them at some point. I'm pretty sure about that. Wrapping up. Nice. Now you have a few missions that are accessible to you within the mission tab. Once you finish all missions for your playstyle, you will be prompted to take a walkthrough similar to this one for another playstyle. Good luck out there. Okay, let us go. This is completed? No, it's not completed. Obtain Casus Belli. We have a Casus Belli that allows the conquest of location against a neighbor country. Raise the army. Raise a war chest. What is it? While progressing towards completion of this task, our nation will be influenced by the following effects. Maximum tax plus 10%. War is a fiery appetite that hungers for gold. To raise our soldiers, motivate our levies, and finance our campaign, we will need plenty of it. Okay. Am I supposed just to click on it? Raise the army. At least one of these has been granted parliament-approved levies through parliament requests. Our commoner's estate has common militias. We have greater than 75% of the expected ships in the navy. We have greater than 75% of the expected men in the army. Any character in the country is a general. At the beginning of the game, your levies will do most of the fighting. You can increase the size of your levies by granting some privileges, or by accepting more cultures from the society panel culture. You can also build regulars or recruit mercenaries from the military panel. To learn more, you can check the levy skin. Alright, whether drawn from our loyal subjects or raised from the common folk, our army must stand ready. Regulars will provide discipline and endurance, while levies swell our ranks in times of need. Together, they shall form a force worthy of defending our realm and asserting our might abroad. Okie dokie. And raise a navy. Okay, we cannot do that though. I will start a task. This task will be completed on 1st of May, 1338. I don't need to do anything with that. Okay, I think I can close it. That's it. That's the end of the tutorial, let's say. Is it really worth it to run it then? I mean, these missions, do they really say much about the game? Let's go here. Start the learning walkthrough. Yeah. I don't know. I really don't know whether that makes any difference. A lot of people said that this is actually the best tutorial in the series. I'm really wondering whether it is. There is a lot of hints though. So if we treat hints as a tutorial, I'm gonna I'm gonna say that yes, this is great. We can start with the advice for the Ottomans. Let's see. Greetings, Your Highness. I am Osmanoglu Pasha al-Din, your political advisor and most humble servant. Oh my god, why do you look like an idiot? Oh, okay. I'm trying to not look at them, but I still see them, and that's terrible. Either way, starting advice for the Ottomans. The impending rise of the Turk situation will offer a unique opportunity for rapid expansion into Greece and Anatolia. Use the situation actions to get a casus belli on our neighbors and unleash our might upon them. Okay, use the situation actions to get a casus belli. Integrate our conquests. Newly conquered locations need to be integrated into our administration via the cabinet before we can reap any fruit from our conquests. Build roads from our capital. Locations without control are virtually useless to our administration. Lay roads from our capital in order to increase our proximity and therefore our control. Check the proximity map mode frequently. Fair enough. Create subjects to rule the conquered land. As you expand, you will come to conquer territories that lie far beyond the reach of our proximity. You are advised to create subjects to rule the land on our behalf until you can afford to administer it directly. Annex our subjects as proximity improves. As we develop our infrastructure and grow our proximity, lands that were once barren to us become worth owning directly. In order to annex a subject, we'll need to have ruled over them for more than 10 years and enjoy good relations with them. Fair enough, that's pretty straightforward. Increased maritime presence. The rough terrain of Greece and Anatolia makes projecting proximity by land difficult. With good maritime presence along our coastline, proximity could propagate much more efficiently by sea. Build wharf and dock in our towns and have navies patrolling our coast. This would be particularly important if we were to move our capital to Constantinopolis, which is Constantinople. Alright, so these are the starting advices. I'm gonna take a look at automation very briefly. Okay, that's the only thing which is automated, which is production method. What else we have? Raise the army, which is the task. Raise a war chest. Here we don't need to do anything. Possible control groups. You can create a shortcut to some entities by pressing Ctrl plus number of the entity selected. Yeah. Welcome to Europa Universalis 5. Okay, this is the agenda. We can read all of that later. Okay, close it. Starting advice for the Ottomans. I've already read it. Yep. No current research. Possible cabinet actions. Possible diplomatic actions. Laws not codified. Possible reforms. Possible rivals. Unmarried children. Possible religious actions. Lack of commander. Buildings missing inputs. Pops with needs. Well, ivory. How am I gonna get ivory for you? Jesus. Rebel movements. A little. Unmarried adult hair. Okay. Unprofitable buildings. Glass Guild. Potter's Guild. And Rise of the Turks. This is the situation. Driven by a potent combination of ambition, martial skill, and strategic vision, many Turkish beyliks carved a path through the fragmented realms of Anatolia. Their nomadic origins merge with the sophistication of settled societies, creating a formidable blend of military might and administrative acumen. As the regional principalities lay divided and vulnerable, the most formidable among them seized the opportunity to unite their ranks under a single banner. Charismatic leaders such as Osmanoglu Osman Bey, the founder of the Ottomans, ignited a flame of inspiration that would burn brightly for centuries to come. With every victory, these beyliks gathered momentum, transforming themselves into a force to be reckoned with. The conquest of vital towns and cities across the region all heralded their inexorable rise. Cool. Can I click on it, by the way? Main actions. Press claims. Raise a Bey fortress. Interesting. Offer diplomatic protection. Seek relations with Byzantium. Inspect fortifications. Invade neighbor beylik. Create Uk Bey. Our borderlands protect our people from the onslaught of would-be conquerors. It is time we entrust their protection to a loyal militant beylik. Interesting. Rise of the Turks. So this is some kind of situation. And requirements. Wait a second. Recommended actions. This situation marks the rise of the strongest Beylik, destined to forge one of history's greatest empires. Through unique events and actions, we must secure dominance over the other Beyliks, cross the Marmara Sea, and claim the riches of Constantinople's eternal glory awaits. Recommended actions. Our time of ascension has arrived. By wielding powerful actions like press claims and benefiting from events that hasten integration, our rise will be written among the ages. If we hold 120 locations and secure a foothold in the Balkans, we may extend the press claims action to that region as well. For real? Alright, so... where we should start? I think that we should start with researchers first. So that's the basic. That's the very basic. By the way, there is a hint about that. So, possible reforms, research. Okay, let's quickly read that. We should make sure our country is researching new advances at all times. Recommended actions, go to the advances panel and choose the advance that suits your needs. You can also click on the empty flask icon to the top right to open the whole technology panel. You can also click on the empty flask icon to the top right to open the whole... Okay, that's the flask. If you do not feel prepared to dive into the depths of the advances just yet, you can automate our research from the automation panel. Yeah, you will still be duly notified when our country has discovered a new advance, whatever. Extra hint, unused research points will be stored up to a point after which they will go to waste. Alright, good to know. You can increase our research progress speed by increasing our average literacy and the estate satisfaction of our clergy. So it's mostly clergy responsible for researches? Interesting. Does it apply for the whole game?
Oh.
I'm sorry, I have to take a sip of water. Okay. I don't know where we can find those. City advance, by the way, ages. Okay. Age of traditions. Oh, here we are. This is the tree. Where we are. This is Age of Tradition. Where I can find... Oh, okay, so they are marked on that gold-ish thingy-majingy. There is so many of them. By the way, it would be nice to know them as well. Because it says something. Like, we know that we have, for example, increased the speed of integration by 33%. Which is a lot. We also have unlocked mailed knights or armored horsemen, though we don't have professional armies, so there is feudalism as well, feudal levies, Hook Bay, that's the special thingy-majingy as well, Castellani system which increases fort limits. We have a building called Republican Assembly, the heart of our republic. The Republican Assembly is an incredibly vital institution. Should we wish for our country to be governed, by noble virtue and excellence. Royal Court as well is available. And by the way, take a look at that building. Efficiency of our cabinet is increased then. Required production method. Oh, that requires some gold. I have to take a look at that as well, like how much we produce. What is it? Feudalism Aachen. Legalism Rome. What does it mean? Meritocracy Khan Balik. Oh, that's where certain, I don't know, this is called institution, was born. So feudalism was born in Aachen. Interesting. Market prices from 10% to 300%. Okay. Whatever it means. Government reforms, 15 year reforms. Why we have such information over there? Okay, so let's select. There is not so many technologies left in the Age of Traditions, though. Can I zoom out? I cannot. That sucks a little bit. But it's not a big deal. We can go for organized religion, possible clerics in town and cities. Max literacy for clergy, which is nice. We could go for people of Allah, tolerance of the true faith +1. which is a specific advance for Ottomans. Holy Revelation, culture tradition, plus 10%. Islamic calligraphy, can invest in culture, yes. Possible number of artists, plus 1. As-Salahfat, cost of pilgrimage, religious action. Al-Zakah Ajib, unemployed slave promotion, and minting threshold. Probably I would prefer something else. Construction speed is nice. Maximum RGO size in rural, plus 10%, nice. Diplomatic capacity, plus 20%. Institution growth. What does it mean? Based on Aristotelian logic and the writings of the early Christian fathers, scholasticism aims at the spread of knowledge by emphasizing religious dogmatic beliefs and traditions. Institution growth. Is it worth it? Like, when I see 20%, I feel like it's really worth it. And then we have meritocracy. Why we cannot do that? Requirements not met. We have embraced meritocracy. Wait a second. We haven't yet, right? It has not yet spread into any of our locations. Oh, that's why. But that would be nice. Monthly literacy, 0.01. Doesn't sound like a lot. But tax efficiency increased. Why not? Also trade efficiency and estate enrichment. Sounds cool. Build gravel road cost minus 5%. I don't find 5% to be a lot. I would prefer actual temporary appointments. Then we have speed of integration plus 2%. Which would be nice. Now the question is, maybe it's better to select specific country-specific technologies, because possibly they are a little bit better than just the generic ones. I don't know though. I'm just guessing. This is the special advance only for the religion group. Okay, so this is not the country specific, but the religion specific. So I'm just curious whether this advance has been researched. What kind of okay, this is some kind of special advance. Trying to find a nation specific advance. Oh, here we have it. This is the okay. This is the nation specific advance. Ugbay, Seljuk heritage. This belongs to Ottomans only. Fair enough. That belongs to what? To monarchy? Yeah, this advance is available due to the Ottomans is a monarchy. Fair enough. I get it. Oh, 27 minutes. Ah, I feel tired already. You know what? Well, we don't have any other option. We have to select organized religion, which will increase possible clerics in towns and cities plus 50, and max literacy for clergy plus 5%. And there is a beautiful description, like always, which I'm going to read. Religion plays a major role in every society, yet not every faith has the same structure. An organized religion has its rituals and belief systems systematically arranged and follows defined doctrines. Boom. Okay. Beautiful. One thing is done. It's already developed in 5.14%. How much time is it gonna take, by the way? Research progress. Does it say the time of it? Oh my god, it doesn't. Or maybe here? I don't know. No, I don't find any information how much it may take. Oh, I'm sorry. It says December 1338. Okay, so that's wow, 1.5 year over. I mean, more than that. Okay, this is what it is. Just out of curiosity, I will jump to Age of Renaissance. I'm curious about Ottoman specific technologies or advances. Splendor of Anatolia, building cost minus 10%. That's good. That's actually a lot. Islamic Golden Age. Okay, this is fratricide. 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 Kanun Names. Kanun Namis. Culture's capacity and tolerance of heathen beliefs. Okay. Any else very specific? What is it? Timoriots. Timor system. Okay. Bashi. Bazooks. Garrison Grove. Fortification maintenance. Okay. Janissary barracks. Let's go. And Janissary guards. That's where we are supposed to go. Yes, sir. Professional armies. Absolutely. Seljuk roots. Plus 5% discipline. That's the path I want to follow. That's the path. Heirs of Room. Monthly prestige, speed of integration, arduous terrain, for defense plus 10%. I think we are going to be offensive country. I mean, this is the goal, but since I don't know how to play that game, I might be actually in defense all the time. Sources of knowledge, no, that's not Ottoman specific. Okay, there's not so many of them in Age of Renaissance. Age of Discovery. Just trying to find a Ottoman's flag. Trade efficiency. Crossroads of commerce. I know I should do something else right now, but I'm just genuinely curious about that. Birun. Legislative efficiency. Autonomous pashas. The Dragomans. Improve relations. Oh, really? Okay, what is it? Persian in the court. Culture's capacity increased again. Okay. What is it? Akun. What is it? Is it I? No. Akun. I have no idea how to pronounce it, guys. Akunslar? What the hell is that? Light cavalry. Akinsla. Okay, maybe I should check how to pronounce it. Sorry for butchering my Turkish. Janissary arquebusiers. That's something I know. Pike and shot tactics is in Age of Discovery. Okay, then we have Age of Reformation. Cafes. Okay. I'm curious about the military ones though. So I move to the right. Oh, there is a siege artillery. Janissary musketeers. The legal code of Suleiman. Canon Yoswani. Okay. Gunpowder empires. Artillery maintenance cost. Beautiful pikemen. That's where you unlock pikemen? In Age of Reformation? What? We have in Age of Discovery, we have already pike and shot tactics, so pikemen should be there. Janissary arquebusiers, matchlock levy, falconet, lancers, light lancers, halberdiers. Oh, okay. So there are halberdiers first. Then we have pikemen. Slight difference though. Different weaponry. Okay, I will jump to Age of Revolutions and very briefly take a look at what's available there. Military related? No. Ion? Okay. 11 masse. That increases manpower. Janissary columns. Okay. Cuirassier. This is not, of course, Ottoman specific. Fusiliers. Light dragoons. Okay. We go down. Khilafa. Okay, this is not military related. Unified armies. Non-cultural levy size. Well, there is a bonus for levies later, but is it really worth it? I don't think so. Like, levies are rather too weak to make any impact in battles. Okay, there is not so many advances, military advances for Ottomans. I mean, Ottoman specific. Unless that's different in Age of Absolutism. So, military revolution. We have Janissary line infantry, okay. So that's it. Yeah, only one technology. Hussars, Gallop Cavalry, Royal Mortar, blah blah blah. They're very generic ones. Okay, fair enough. You know what? I have 34 minutes. Let's finish episode here. Okay, so the plan is to continue that tutorial-ish playthrough. Honestly, I'm wondering whether to switch to normal gameplay. Uh, what's different between that one and just a normal playthrough? Of course, those settings which grants you achievements and so on. But also the missions. Missions are there. There are 2 expansion related missions. I don't know. Does it make any sense to really follow them? I don't know. Let me know. Let me know what you think about it. Because I find it useless, honestly. Even if we go to that, where is that mission tree? Look at that. That's ridiculously small. Doesn't make much sense. Okay, it assumes that we have to obtain Casus Belli, raise the army, raise the navy. That's pretty simple, right? Then we go to war, conquer a province, integrate our conquest. We can do all of that while playing just a normal game because we will have to do either way. So, I don't know. I don't know. I'm thinking maybe I will switch to just normal mode. We will see. For now, let's stick to that. So thank you for today, and of course, like always, see you next time. Goodbye.